Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ha-Rakah, Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. It's a biblical This is a biblical commentary in the book of Hosea, the 7th chapter, and it reads, "When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria. For they commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop and robber spoileth without. And they consider not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about there before my face." And this is key today, because you have the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel being today known as so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. The tribe of Ephraim being mentioned there as what would be known today as the so-called Puerto Ricans, all right, the Boricuas, and Israel really is the Northern Kingdom, which is the Hispanic and Native American tribes, including the Seminole Indians. Okay, so it's saying that, look, all this that's happening, the judgments that's being played out, being forth, being in the projects, the ghettos, being downtrodden, the first last hired, first fired, all of those prospects, all of those things that are basically happening. They don't think that maybe it's because we went against the Heavenly Father. They look at every other, maybe it's our own fault for like going against the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ha-Rakah, Kadash, that all these plagues are upon us. They don't consider that. They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies. They are all adulterers as an oven heated by the baker, who ceaseth from raising after ye have kneaded the dough until it be leavened. In the day of our king, the princes have made him sick with bottles of wine. He stretched out his hand with scorners. For they have made ready their heart like an oven, whilst they lie in wait. Their baker sleepeth all the night. In the morning it burneth as a flame of fire. They are all hot as an oven, and have devoured their judges. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me. That's right. So all the people that's putting the leaders of today, when you check out the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the people that they follow after are basically idols, that lesser luminaries that are set up in their place by Esau, all right, Esau, Edom, the rulers of this world, as it pertains to Job 9:24, all right, and the wicked being broken down in the book of Malachi, the 1st chapter, okay. So they're basically ruling right now, and according to their rulership, all right, they're not putting people in place. It's not in their interest, their best interest, to put so-called righteous leaders. I mean, not so-called, but righteous leaders over the nation of Israel. They put wicked ones over them, all right? And that's what the vibration they push forth, because really they want you dumb, deaf, and blind, and basically so that you follow after their doings, all right, which takes you away from your power. Ephraim, you have mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned, and that's as it is today. Okay, Ephraim, the Northern Kingdom is basically mixed heavily with various different peoples, mainly being Esau, Edom, and as it tells you the parable of in Matthew the 13th chapter about the tares and the wheat. You have some wheat that look like tares and some tares that look like wheat, basically. So you have them mixing themselves and looking very high, like very yellow, white, damn near white, man. Okay, or looking like a so-called Edomite, but they're really Ephraimites. And then you have people looking like, Ephraim in so-called Indian looking Ephraimites, but guess what? They're tares, all right? Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yea, grey hairs are hair, and they're upon him, yea, he knoweth not. That's right, because grey hairs are meant to denote wisdom. Why? Because it denotes experience, the amount of years you've been on the earth. But if you don't gather up wisdom in thy youth, then what good are those grey hairs? Because you can just be an old fool, all right? And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face, and they do not return to the Lord Yahweh their power, nor seek him for all this. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria. And that was back then, that's what they did. But guess what? In this time, that's what they're doing again. Egypt and Assyria denoting us Esau, Edom, man. Right? When they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the heaven. I will chastise them as their congregation have heard. Woe unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. They have not cried unto me with their heart. When they howled upon their beds, they assemble themselves for corn and wine, and they rebel against me. That's right. That's what they do, man. They're chasing the basically, monetary gain, man. But guess what? They ain't thinking about Yahweh Hashem, Yahshai Hashem, Harakah Kadash. Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me. They return, but